What is up, guys and girls, and welcome to yet another video here from Expedition Hall. Today's video, the first part here, will be filmed inside my garden house. The reason being that it is windy as outside today, so I bet the sound wouldn't be any good if we filmed this part outside, as I don't have a wind buff for the mic right now. So today we're gonna look at this one, which is a kids/junior sleeping bag from Deuter. This is the Deuter Starlight Pro EXP version of their sleeping bag, which is, in my opinion, a very good kids sleeping bag. I think we need a video like this because when I was thinking about starting to taking my son out for outdoor lifing, I was scanning YouTube for good videos about a good kids sleeping bag. But I couldn't really find any good videos. Maybe I was just too bad at searching, I don't know. But I couldn't find any good videos about a good kids sleeping bag. I saw a lot of videos from the companies that make kids sleeping bags, where they were saying that their sleeping bag was absolutely perfect, but you know, advertising and stuff like this. So I wanted to find a private person who did a review on their opinions on a good kids sleeping bag. I couldn't find any, so we're gonna make one right now. As said, this is the Deuter Starlight Pro EXP version of their sleeping bag, which means, you know, they don't, most of the time, they don't give out comfort temperatures on kids sleeping bags because they say every child is so different, and maybe they're right. But I can tell you this, my son is 11 years old and he has been using this in the late spring and in the early fall season with no problems whatsoever. Today, right now, as you know, this is March and it's spring, but they promised down to -2 degrees Celsius, which would be 28 degrees, around 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think today would also be a good day to test this out. So tonight we're gonna sleep in our tent, the Helleberg Aller, and he's gonna use this sleeping bag also, so we can test it out in these temperature settings. But let me give you some basic specifications on this sleeping bag right here. It comes in around 1330 grams. The stuff sack here weighs 55 grams, so that would be in total 1385 grams. Until now, we've been using this on kayak trips where it doesn't matter so much how small it packs down. But I would say if you want to put this in a backpack, I would definitely use a compression sack because you can definitely get this down to a much smaller size. But yeah, as I said, 1330 grams for this. The cool part about this sleeping bag right here is it has this EXP system, which means you can have it in lengths that are either 160 centimeters, so that would be very cool if your child is between, let's say, 130 or 120 up to maybe 150, 160 centimeters. But you can also unzip the bottom part, which extends the sleeping bag itself, so it goes up to 190 centimeters. So Deuter says you can use this if you're up to 170 centimeters. So anything taller than that, you need a bigger sleeping bag. But as said, it's very cool that you can use this from a fairly short height and all the way up to 170 centimeters. So the inner fabric on this sleeping bag right here is Deuter's own, called Soft Micro, which is a 70D microfiber polyester inner fabric. That will keep it durable, but it's also still very soft and comfy. And the filling in this sleeping bag is 2-layer thermo high loft synthetic hollow fiber. So it should keep you warm and comfy. And until now, I will say it does. And you can see the specifications right here. Yeah. But let me take this out of the stuff sack right here so you can get a closer look. This is one cool sleeping bag, man. And my son definitely loves this. He also really digs the color of this sleeping bag. And as you can see, this is in the short mode right now. Let me put this down on the ground so you can get an even better look at this. Like this. So as you can see, this is now in the shortest configuration, which is from top here to bottom, 160 centimeters. So let me just unzip this right here. As you can see here, this is a cool blue, very soft material. I think you can get this sleeping bag also in another color configuration. I can't remember what it is, but and I might be wrong. Maybe you can only get this color. I don't know. But anyways, this is, I really dig this color, man. It's a cool color. And in here you have a small inner pocket, which is big enough for an iPhone or a little bag of candy or whatever. And as you can see here, there are two different colored strings right here. The green one is for tightening the neck tube right here, so you don't get any cold draft down towards your stomach and neck and stuff like this. So that's the green one. And the blue one right here is for zipping up the hoodie. So nice feature when considering this is children's sleeping bag. And the EXP system, the expandable system right here, as you can see, it has a zipper right here. Let me show you when I turn this inside out. You can see it just creates this very warm foot buffer down here. Very cool when it's in the shortest version possible. But if you unzip this, your sleeping bag now becomes 190 centimeters long. That is super cool. So that's why you can use this sleeping bag for years for your kid. Very cool. And you also have these two loops right here if you want to hang it up for dry, or if you just want to store it where it's hanging. So yeah, perfect. Nice features for a child's sleeping bag. And it's very easy, this system. I think it's super cool. This is a very nice sleeping bag, and my son definitely loves it. But it will be fun testing it out tonight in -2 degrees. So let me get back to you later on when it's getting darker and we pitched our Hilleberg Alak tent. I want to say this. We're going to pitch the tent in our garden tonight. And why am I not bringing him out to the forest somewhere far from home here? Well, if he can't keep his heat in this sleeping bag, it's always nice to be close to home. So what is closer to home than my own garden? So that's why when we're testing out new temperature settings, especially when you're a child, doesn't matter so much if you're an adult, if you don't go up to the extremes, but I think when you have your child with you on outdoor lifing, it needs to be comfortable for him. And it wouldn't be comfortable for him if he found out tonight that this was very, very cold, no matter if he used his long underwear and stuff like this or a liner. If he couldn't keep his heat in this sleeping bag in -2 degrees, how fun do you think it would be if I told him we had to now walk 17 kilometers home in the middle of the night? No, he wouldn't be loving that. So in my opinion, when you bring your child out outdoor lifing, you need to test your gear before leaving home. If you have the opportunity to do that, do it. That will definitely teach you some stuff about the gear you're using for your children, and that will also keep them having a good time when you're outdoor lifing with them. So tonight, Hilleberg Alak in the garden. That's not the biggest adventure life, but it still is, kinda, because my son just loves sleeping in tent. He's already a big adventure loving person, but yeah, as said, I chose that when we're testing new gear, we're gonna do it at home when it's his gear. I think we, as the adults, are responsible for using the correct gear for our children and responsible for giving them a good time, so they're gonna keep loving the outdoor life. So let me get back to you later tonight when we pitch the tent, and I'm gonna make a little movie from inside the tent. So see you then. As said, this is the Hilleberg Alak 2, my preferred tent. And as you see here, we have the Deuter Starlight Pro EXP and my mountain equipment. our petrol headlights and a new small lantern from Gold Zero, which also doubles as a flashlight. So yeah, see you later on, guys, for some Hilleberg sleeping. So we are now in the tent. The clock is right now 6 minutes past 11, and we have our iPad hanging there on a piece of paracord, ready to watch a good old movie, Police Academy. Sebastian is now in his sleeping bag right here, the Deuter Starlight Expedition Pro. How do you like it?
I love it.
It's very nice. So we will get back to you in the morning with a little info about how the night went, temperature wise. But yeah, as said, right now in the Hilleberg Ballack 2. Love this tent. And now, because we're in the garden, we even brought our own pillows right here. We have coffee, we have everything. By the way, this is the new Gold Zero lantern. I think it's called maybe it's called the micro lantern or something. Can't remember, but I love it. I really love it. I'm gonna put a link in the description for this exact lantern right here. Very nice, very nice. Get back to you in the morning. So good morning, guys. As you see, I'm the only one up right now, and it's even 10 o'clock in the morning, or should I say early noon, in Hotel Hilleberg. Go on, Bess.
Jeg kan med. Lad os ikke sige noget.
Var det varmt, eller var det koldt, det der? Er det dejligt varmt hernede?
Ja, den har.
Ja.
Jeg har været til gangen.
Mm.
Jeg ved ikke, om det har været normalt. Men hvis jeg lige havde vækket sådan her, viftet sådan her, så har jeg kommet kulde hernede.
Ja, det er meget normalt.
Okay, men så har jeg haft det varmt hernede.
Ja, det er det, man bruger den her grønne, så hiver man bare den, så kan der ikke komme kulde ned.
No.
Well, he said it's been okay warm in the night. He's only experienced a couple of times where when he fluffed the bag, he said there was a little cold air that came down, which I said was normal. That's what you use this one for right here. So yeah, -2 degrees it was in the night time, and now we definitely know that this bag right here, the Deuter Starlight EXP Pro, can handle that, no problem whatsoever. And this mountain equipment, it was a beast as usual also. So yeah, definitely cool. Yeah, so I said he definitely had a good night's sleep in this, also in this -2. Yeah, he definitely had a good night. Yeah, it was perfectly fine down to the temperatures of -2 degrees Celsius. And of course, what's equally as important as a good sleeping bag, and even more important if you ask me, is a good sleeping pad. And as you can see, this is the Exped Down Mat 9, and over there we have the Sin Mat 9. So yeah, remember that, guys. A good sleeping pad and a good sleeping bag is very good. And this one for kids would be my selection. I actually scanned the market for a great affordable children, kids / junior sleeping bag, and this Deuter Starlight Pro EXP was the one of my choice, and I haven't regretted it one time. And it sounds like my son haven't either. So great. So with that said, guys, I think we can definitely say that the Deuter can handle temperatures down below the freezing point, -2 degrees Celsius. So yeah, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a beautiful but quite windy morning actually. So but yeah, that's it for this video right here, guys. I'm gonna put a link in the description for this Deuter Starlight EXP Pro version of this sleeping bag. So until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you for the next video. And remember, if you haven't already done so, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I love this tent, man.